Welcome to the party. Thanks for joining us and celebrating everything that makes Star Trek great, especially its long-lasting impact on pop culture and its beautiful vision of the future. Let's boldly go. I'm Jerry O'Connell, your host for this special anniversary event. I am so happy to be celebrating Star Trek's birthday with you. Thanks for coming. On September 8th, 1966, the world was introduced to Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock, and the rest of the Enterprise crew as Star Trek the original series made its television debut. And tonight, we salute Star Trek as we look back at some of its wildest moments, commemorate 50 years of Star Trek animation, pay tribute to the series that launched a new era in the final frontier, and see firsthand how much it's reached mainstream audiences. Whether you're a longtime fan or a brand new viewer, Star Trek has something for everyone. So let's get this party started. Even though the original series ended its run in 1969, Star Trek's journey was only just beginning. The show found a new audience as it aired in reruns, and a phenomenon was born. 10 spin-off series totaling more than 850 episodes, 13 theatrical movies later, Star Trek continues to soar, showcasing an optimistic future of equality and peace in the galaxy. Not only are those 850 plus episodes inspiring and exciting, but let's be real, some of them are downright bizarre. My friends Tawny Newsome and Eugene Cordero, who I am so privileged to work with on the animated comedy Star Trek Lower Decks, are here to watch some of those crazy moments and share their thoughts. Ooh, I can't wait.
Welcome back from wherever you were.
I'm Eugene Cordero.
I am too.
That's gonna get complicated.
Oh, man.
And we can't wait to watch some crazy, crazy clips.
Oh my gosh, we're all about crazy clips.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Captain, I found this device on my console. It seems to serve no useful function, and...
You know how you just slowly close your eyes when you laugh?
Yeah.
Like,
Sorry.
yeah. Season 1 of Deep Space Nine.
Move along home! Where is this place? Where have you brought me?
So it was a game that these people called the Wadi trapped our bridge officers in Season 1 of Deep Space Nine. But I maintain that that was the first ever escape room.
Is there an escape room on the Star Trek cruise?
There sure is. I didn't go into it because I think an escape room on a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean, that's against nature. Let's roll the next one. Ah, pre-beard Riker.
Yes.
Knock him out.
Hey!
This is gruesome.
This is brutal.
You don't think about the fact that this was regular ass TV.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at this.
Oh, what is that? Yeah, kill it again.
Yeah.
Why did Riker look at him?
He has to check in.
Yeah, check in and be like, we shooting this thing again? I know we shot it once, but.
You ready? Yeah. Whoa!
Oh, right. Yeah. God, this is a weird show.
That's the worst. Whenever I dated a girl in college, and they would turn into a lizard cape, I'd be like, ah, man, you're a lizard cape?
Yeah. Would you try and go get her back? Would you be like, hey, baby, let's work it out?
Away. Real slow, but walking away.
That's
so I'm
true.
like, I'm not gonna go after that.
Yeah.
I lost her already.
The one that slimed away.
She says, remember me? And it's like, how could I forget that?
You leave a trail wherever you go.
Gross.
Can I tell you a behind the scenes?
Yes.
I met that dog. That's Christina Chong's real dog, Runa.
Really?
I tried to play fetch with that dog.
What happened?
I threw its toy. That dog looked at the toy and looked at me like I was crazy.
Yeah, well.
I said, you're not a dog.
Yeah. That dog's on the clock.
Yeah, that dog was like, I'm at work.
Did she have
A trailer? Yeah,
a trailer.
A
and
separate one, yeah. And her reps came to set. It was weird. Yeah.
Gosh.
She had like a whole entourage.
She did.
She's a diva. Would you like some popcorn? Do you want me to try and throw it?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna move for it, or should I just try and get it right in your mouth?
No. If you're going straight up, I'm gonna move towards it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you didn't. This is good popcorn.
No one prepares kelpian like the imperial chef.
That's right, you're eating your friend. This is an ice cold moment. So it's another universe, but Michael Burnham's basically being forced to eat someone who's her friend. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Terran Empire don't play around.
Damn.
Would you survive in a very cutthroat
No.
universe full of murderers?
No.
Next clip. Uh-oh, scared Spock.
No, this is Jabberwocky spot.
Oh, right.
See? Doing them Jabberwocky moves. Let's go.
APDC, let's go.
Oh. Yep. See how?
Everybody
Look
else
how
is
close he is to kicking him right in the grill.
Come on. Do it.
And then does it.
And it doesn't.
Man. I'll tell you, tap dancing gets tiring like this, though.
Bones is like, did I leave the stove on? Okay, here we go.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm all about this move, though.
Yeah. Does that look convincing?
Oh.
Thank you so much for attending this.
We enjoy that you enjoyed us enjoying the show.
Coming up next, we honor Star Trek Discovery and the launch of a new era of Star Trek. Stick around. Star Trek Discovery tells the story of Captain Michael Burnham, played by Sonequa Martin Green, and the crew of the USS Discovery exploring the galaxy in the 32nd century.
Let's go.
Premiering in 2017, the show brought weekly Star Trek episodes back to our screens for the first time in more than a decade. As Discovery moved Star Trek's progressive vision of the future forward, it also ushered in a new era that includes even more Paramount Plus original series, each appealing to a different audience, like the prestige drama Star Trek Picard,
Engage.
the animated comedy Star Trek Lower Decks, and the whimsically episodic Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Hit it.
In addition, new upcoming series centered on Starfleet Academy and a special movie event, Star Trek Section 31, starring Oscar winner Michelle Yeoh, are both currently in development. In this new era, there's a Star Trek for every member of the family to enjoy. This is literally the case in my house, as my wife Rebecca Romaine stars as the Enterprise's first officer Una Chin Riley on Strange New Worlds, and I have the privilege of performing the role of Commander Jack Ransom on Lower Decks. Here's a look at Star Trek Discovery as it warps toward its 5th and final season in early 2024 on Paramount Plus, the home of Star Trek, and the new golden age of Star Trek it launched.
For the first time in nearly 15 years, weekly adventures in the final frontier returned to screens as Star Trek Discovery first streamed in September 2017. The show also launched a new era of Star Trek that has seen favorite characters return in exciting new series and introduced a new generation of fans to adventures in the final frontier. Originally set approximately a decade before the events of Star Trek the original series, Star Trek Discovery's first 4 seasons have seen the crew of the USS Discovery travel nearly 1,000 years into the future, where they continue their mission of exploration, both among the stars and on an emotional journey inward.
We're on our way.
Sonequa Martin Green, who plays Michael Burnham, the first black female captain to lead a Star Trek series, heads a cast of talented and diverse actors who carry on Trek's optimistic view of the future and humanity's unlimited potential. The series has been especially lauded for breaking barriers with its LGBTQ+ representation. Star Trek Discovery's success opened the door for additional series, including Star Trek Picard, which sees Patrick Stewart reprising his role as Jean-Luc Picard and reuniting with the crew of the Enterprise from Star Trek The Next Generation, and the animated adult comedy Star Trek Lower Decks. And in Discovery's second season, fans were reintroduced to Star Trek the original series characters.
Welcome aboard, Captain Pike.
Captain Christopher Pike, played by Anson Mount. Number 1, Una Chin Riley, played by Rebecca Romaine. And Mr. Spock, played by Ethan Peck. This trio proved so popular that they continued their roles in Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which tells the story of the early missions of the USS Enterprise and features more beloved characters from Star Trek the original series, as well as new favorites. Telling a different story each week across various genres, action, comedy, horror, and fairy tales, Strange New Worlds is beloved by longtime fans and is the perfect introduction to the Star Trek universe for new viewers. None of these exciting new additions to the Star Trek universe would have been possible without Star Trek Discovery leading the way. And in early 2024, Discovery returns for its 5th and final season. In Season 5, Captain Burnham and the crew of the USS Discovery uncover a mystery that sends them on an epic adventure across the galaxy. In its new golden era, Star Trek continues to share bold adventures, inspiring generations with its vision of the future. Join in the adventures on Paramount Plus to stream all of these series and more.
I won't fail you. Now or ever.
Welcome back. You know, ever since Star Trek originally premiered in 1966, there have been too many memorable moments to count. Every fan has their favorite, and we collected some for you.
Oh, wow. I was not prepared for that question.
For me, it would be May This Be Your Last Battlefield from the original series. The whole idea of this black, white on different sides is so unusual and such a great allegory for race relations.
You both must end up dead if you don't stop hating.
As a black American and a black sci-fi fan and a black person in the arts, watching Avery Brooks Sisko's final ascension to literally becoming a god at the end of Deep Space Nine.
You're with us now.
Watching that happen for a black character, that's a moment for me.
The one where Uhura and Kirk kissed for the first time.
I am not afraid.
I love Nichelle Nichols, and that was such an iconic episode. I would have loved just to have been on the set of the filming of that.
Star Trek is a beacon of hope from the people of the future that are rooting for us today, and I loved it.
To celebrate the 50th anniversary of the first Star Trek spin-off, 1973's Star Trek the Animated Series, we have prepared a series of animated shorts. Created in the style of the original Saturday morning cartoon, but with a decidedly modern and humorous bend, these shorts debut on StarTrek.com. Check this out.
From its first,
Space, the final frontier.
Star Trek has given us an incredible universe of entertainment. And this year, we celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Emmy Award-winning Star Trek, the animated series. And we're doing so boldly and briefly.
That's enough silly stories for one night.
With 5 new animated tributes that are anything but canon. Prepare to be shocked.
What?
Prepare for very short treks coming this fall. Get drawn into the universe of Star Trek animation. Look for Very Short Treks promotional spots coming soon and watch Star Trek, the animated series on Paramount Plus today.
Star Trek is for everyone continues right after this. Stay tuned. So glad you're back. From the Saturday morning adventures of Star Trek the Animated Series to the irreverent adult comedy of today's Star Trek, Lower Decks, Star Trek animation continues to venture where no one has gone before. We are excited to share with you a special retrospective on 50 years of Star Trek animation.
On September 8th, 1973, 4 years after its final episode, most of the crew of the USS Enterprise reunited for new missions in Star Trek, the Animated Series. Though perceived as a typical Saturday morning cartoon meant for children, Star Trek, the Animated Series was anything but.
Kirk to Enterprise.
Written by many of the original series writers, Star Trek the Animated Series' 22 episodes dealt with themes much more mature than other Saturday morning fare, earning the show an Emmy for Outstanding Entertainment Children's Series. In the 50 years since Star Trek the Animated Series premiere, there have been 9 more sequel and spin-off series added to the Star Trek universe, including the animated comedy Star Trek Lower Decks.
Yes, please!
The first animated comedy in Star Trek history tells the story of junior officers who work on the lower decks of the USS Cerritos, an underappreciated starship within Starfleet.
This is a very detailed program.
While Lower Decks is a Valentine to Star Trek and lovingly pokes fun at some of the franchise's oddest moments and idiosyncrasies, the 4 friends and their crewmates find themselves in hilarious situations anyone can relate to, such as team rivalries, miserable jobs, annoying bosses, romantic tension, and ascending to godlike status. Since its debut, Star Trek Lower Decks has become so popular that its characters refuse to be contained to their own show. They've also appeared in both animated and live-action form in the beloved series Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
I'm joking. Sort of.
And in September 2023, 50 years after its animated predecessor beamed onto television screens, Star Trek Lower Decks warps boldly into its 4th season exclusively on Paramount Plus. At its core, Star Trek Lower Decks is a show built around heart.
It's good to see you too.
Inclusivity, loyalty, and the optimistic vision of the future that began
Beam up.
in 1966.
Star Trek Lower Decks' hilarious 4th season is now streaming on Paramount Plus, the home of Star Trek. And guess what? I have the first scene from the season premiere episode to share with you, because that's just the kind of guy I am.
These boxes are for a rotating exhibit. Store them on the Cerritos, and please be careful. Are you chewing gum?
Oh, after this, you want to get a head start on tomorrow's titrations with me? We can label the test tubes!
I do enjoy an accurate label.
There we go, all calibrated. Hey, Doc, want to ride back?
Beats taking a shuttle.
You know, growing up, I had a dragon named Fiddlesticks. He was such a good boy. He protected me from all sorts of affectionate...
Oh, why is it people always have to tell me about their pets?
Right, sorry. Cerritos, 2 to beam up.
Copy, Commander. Energizing. Something is wrong, sir. There's only one pattern.
What the Where am I? And, who am I?
Captain, we have a problem.
The party's not over. There's more Star Trek Day goodness coming your way next. Welcome back. You know, I've thought a lot about this, and really, Star Trek is everywhere. It's inspired scientific and technological advances, and of course, been the subject of countless memes, parodies, and tributes. It seems like it's touched just about every part of our culture in some way. That's why we took to the streets to show people from all walks of life that they know more about Star Trek than they think.
It's your favorite drag queen, Jackie Cox. I'm in New York City, and I'm on a special secret mission to find out if there are Star Trek fans lurking amongst us. Let's go find them. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think you know about Star Trek?
0.
I think you're gonna surprise yourselves. Can you name a Star Trek captain?
I want to say Captain Picard.
That's correct, Captain Picard. There is also a Captain Kirk. See, you guys know so much. Any Star Trek fans? Any Star Trek fans? Star Trek fan. What is the only fictional ship in the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum?
Wait, Enterprise.
Correct. Can you name a Star Trek captain?
Joe.
Captain Joe. Captain Joe of the USS, what starship is Captain Joe?
Inner Peace.
Inner Peace. I'm taking that ship. What TV show does this hand signal come from?
The Big Bang Theory.
That's not correct. Brian Park, come on, don't let me down. To blank go where no one has gone before.
Boldly go?
See, look at this. Happy Star Trek Day.
Thank you.
Happy Star Trek Day.
Thank you.
Can you name any Star Trek alien species?
Vulcan?
Vulcans. And what about any other ones? I'll give you a hint. So you know when like you have static on your clothes?
Oh, Klingon?
See?
E.T.
Still wrong. Yeah. Does this thing go to warp speed? Which of these real-life pieces of technology were inspired by Star Trek? Flip phones, tablets, a CT scanner, or was it automatic sliding doors?
All of the above.
See? Can you finish the phrase, beam me up, blank?
Star Trek.
No. You? You, any of you. Who's a Star Trek fan here? Can you name any Star Trek alien species?
Aliens.
Who are the angry warriors with the ridges on their forehead? It starts with a K.
Klingon.
Klingon, pretty close. What is this hand signal from?
The Vulcan signal.
Yeah, that's really specific to blank go where no one has gone before.
Dare?
To dare I go where no one has gone before? I like that one. That's for our British spin-off. Can you name any Star Trek alien species?
No.
You sure?
Oh, wait. No.
On a scale of 1 to 10, are you a big Star Trek fan?
Beyond 10.
Beyond 10, beyond warp factor 10, beyond the speed of light.
Yes.
If you weren't human, what Star Trek alien species would you be?
Betazoid, so I can hang out with Loxana.
Same. I think I am Betazoid.
That's what I've heard.
What was the name of the first NASA space shuttle?
Enterprise.
Enterprise! Do you know where you can watch all of Star Trek on Star Trek Day?
Paramount Plus.
Beam me up.
Scotty. Joe.
Scotty was the correct answer, but maybe Joe.
I'm gonna take another wild guess and say Star Trek.
Our time together is coming to an end, but don't be sad. The festivities continue on Paramount Plus, the home of Star Trek, where you can stream your favorite Star Trek episodes and movies. And visit StarTrek.com for breaking news and more from the final frontier. Star Trek truly is for everyone. Thank you for watching this special Star Trek Day celebration. See you out there.